actually pretty nice. It's like springtime in my mouth.
Warning. The following podcast is another wasted hour. Warning. The following podcast is another wasted hour.
Don't waste my motherfucking time!
4,
My mouth
5,
is so clean right now.
6, 7. This isn't that hard of a challenge, I'll be honest. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another Wasted Hour. Right now, we're just doing the Tide Pod Challenge. We are, I think, up to 8 Tide Pod. Are we? Oh, you're...
It's really not that bad.
I just reading on the internet. Apparently, we're just supposed to see if we can eat one. That was the challenge.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I really love them.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of this pack. I'll be honest.
That goes down smooth.
I mean, we don't do laundry. That's ridiculous. Who needs that? Anyhow, it's a weird flavor. It's like it's like ocean sport, I think, in my mouth right now. And
It almost tastes like
what does it taste like? Like ocean
two idiotic,
spray.
ill-informed, ill-advised, stupid. I'm woozy. I'm
Yes.
dizzy, man. This stuff's getting in my head.
No, it's like springtime, but I'd rather it be replaced with two ignorant, uninformed, ill-advised, self-deprecating morons ranting about opinions that we have no right to have, which are probably wrong and absolutely do not matter. Our goal here at Another Wasted Hour is to convince you that where we hail from, just outside Washington, D.C., is not just a city of politics and scandals, but one brimming with art, music, and culture.
Hold on a second,
Yeah,
Keith.
yeah.
Tyler Plazio. We asked you one thing, and that is to hold it until we introduce you. Can you not cough? You're confusing people.
I'm very sorry. I've made such a
my
mistake.
gosh.
We have to restart the whole thing. It's over.
All right, we're
This is
starting
it.
over, everybody.
All right, we're going to eat more Tide
Anyway.
Pods.
Eat more Tide Pods.
Sorry to interrupt you, Keith.
God.
Continue with your rant.
I tried some of the orange ones. They weren't as good. as you.
Tyler of the Soldiers of Suburbia here, ruining the show from the get-go. This is what you do, right? It's
Yeah,
punk
I ruin things.
right, punk music. It's just ruining.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
ruin everything.
It's like ruining to a rhythm.
Yay!
Sometimes.
So you're a drummer.
Sometimes it's to a rhythm.
Yeah, sometimes. Well, it is to a rhythm no matter what. Just not like a 4/4.
Right.
either.
Sometimes it's just like people are at a show and it just is weird and they're like, what are you doing? Like, that's what I always thought. Like, old Nirvana shows when they would just at the end of shows just smash stuff. It would go on for like 10 minutes. Like they would just smash stuff for like forever. And it's like at some point it's not cool anymore. Like at some point it's just awkward. It's like as Kurt Cobain just repeatedly is trying to break his guitar and it's not working.
Right, because they're pretty solidly made.
Yeah,
right?
like
So
it's
you're-
hard to do that.
And you're looking at your friend, you're like,
Can we
I mean,
go? Can we go now?
they're
like
not going to do like another song, right? I mean,
Can I
'cause they
just like stop smashing that? Can I just have it? Don't break it. I'll
If
just
you
take
don't
it
want
home.
it.
I mean, they just ruined everything. There's no way. Do you think there's an encore? Do you think?
Yeah, are they
don't-
coming back?
I don't. No, we should probably go. There's
That
probably
thing's
I don't
probably
know. It
out
looks-
of tune by now.
No, we go. Now let's beat the rush. But what if we miss what are we gonna miss? We don't know.
What if they play the Star Spangled Banner again? Who knows?
Yeah.
There's a tambourine left to smash and a recorder and a little triangle. So
Do you think they'll do the tambourine song? They end with that vicious tambourine solo.
The tambourine version of Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah.
Everyone's like 11 minutes long.
Everyone's moshing to it.
chick, chick,
one,
chick, 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 chick,
one
chick.
tambourine.
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah. Ching, 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 ching.
No, you're changing notes. It wouldn't. It's just one tambourine.
It's a percussion instrument.
It's
How
speed.
do they do that?
Depends how you do. It's the amount of speed. It's like you've never played a tambourine in a
Right.
band
We play
before.
the tambourine by Doppler effect.
Yes, you have to spin. That's how you get the different notes. Have you heard about this, by the way, guys? The Tide Pod sounds. Obviously, we're not doing it because, ew.
Well, also, I'm pretty sure. Haven't people died from doing that? Is that a thing?
I have no idea.
None yet. But
No? None
the
yet?
The Darwin effect is, or the Darwin Awards will be populated by really, really clean inside people
No, I think what happened is in your head you were hoping that some of these people died.
Well, because that'd just be hilarious. Like, in just the sense of like, it's like that is one of the few opportunities in life where someone dies and it's like you can make fun of it and not feel bad. Because it's like they were just being dumb. Like, it's their own fault.
Right.
Like, you
Fine.
ate a Tide. Like, don't eat laundry detergent. Like, just don't do that.
That's not hard. Right? Like,
I like why like they came out with a statement the other day I saw that was like, please don't do that. And I was like, why do they have to, like, who's the guy at Tide Pods? It's like, oh god damn, we have to tell people not to eat our product.
and they had in the announcement, you said they had a video with Rob Gronkowski, which is ironic because Rob Gronkowski is probably the NFL player that's most likely to eat a Tide
Definitely.
Pod.
Like, before games, you'll see him.
Which
He's on
is
the
like,
bench.
if
He's
he
popping
won't
them.
do it,
Yeah.
right. If he won't do it, neither should you.
Right. If Rob Gronkowski is like, that's a bad idea, then, and you've done that thing, you're not headed to success. Like, that's going to be a rough life
Isn't
for
that
you.
that's the one where I know this is an audio podcast, but where he does the he shakes his finger. He's like, no.
Very bad man, Jerry Seinfeld. Very bad man.
No.
Oh man, that's funny.
So I've actually looked up the Tide Pod, the podcast thing. It says the lure is thought to be aesthetic. Detergent capsules, the Tide Pods particularly, look fairly enticing.
Do
the
they?
colorful liquid makes the pouches resemble sweets. The soft casing feels nice and squidgy. Squidgy is the word they use.
Squidgy. Wow.
And the thing I have to say is this.
Yeah.
In nature, the more colorful the animal, the more poisonous it is.
That's
So it is the absolute most natural urge not to eat something like that.
that
Also, it's soap, so you're dumb.
I can't imagine that doesn't burn on the way out. Right? Like,
Actually, it's extremely toxic, so
I can't
it
imagine
won't
it doesn't
even make
burn
it
on
to
the
the other
way
end.
down.
You die.
Yeah, like you put it in your mouth. You're like, this was a mistake, but it's like too late. Like, you're already eating it. You know. But the other thing I wonder is like, do you chew it? Like, do you just swallow it in like one whole thing? Like, how does that work? Like, are they chewy?
With the concentrated detergents we have nowadays, if you swallow that, you'll probably inflate and just.
I don't know. You'll be very clean.
That's what I'm saying. Like, wow, this guy is super dead, but his stomach smells like fresh linen.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. He is so soft.
Like they say, dead bodies often let out farts as the muscles relax, as whatever. This
Right.
guy just keeps burping, and it smells great, actually.
And it's like, and they're like, oh guys, look at do that again. Push on his stomach. Push on his stomach. That was really
shit.
pleasant.
He's foaming at the mouth. Let's put that away.
Stop playing with the dead body. It makes bubbles.
It smells so good though.
Right. This would be in a fantastic episode of, MCIS or whatever, one of the crime scene investigations.
Totally.
CSI.
Yeah, CSI. It would just be great to watch that.
Just 45 minutes of them just investigating situations where it's like, how did this man die? And then it's like, they rule out all the possible ones. It's like, no, it wasn't murder. It had to have been attempted suicide. And then it's like, they cut him open and there's just a Tide Pod.
And they're like, oh, no, he's an idiot.
He's just dumb.
like 8 Tide Pods.
Fade to black. Like, that's
No,
the end
then
of the
you
episode.
need iced tea going. You mean to tell me? And
You
he
mean
says something really
he
stupid.
he ate a Tide. Yeah,
A
definitely.
Tide Pod in his mouth.
Also, you guys have to call this episode Tide Podcast because that's a pun that just has to be made.
You know what? Normally those irritate the crap out of me, but that one's pretty good. I'm not even mad. Well,
I
played, Tyler.
mean, that one's just easy.
I don't think we've ever had a guest call his shot on the title of the podcast.
Man, it's so
Just for the
obvious.
record, you're going to name this
I'm
podcast.
just saying, like, if you didn't name it Tide Podcast, I would be sad. Like, I'd be promoting. I'd be like tweeting out, guys, listen to this podcast I'm on. Unfortunately, it's not called Tide Podcast, even
Right.
though that would have been hilarious.
Although now, I'm going to have to name it Tyler is Sad.
Okay, that's fine too. And then I can still explain.
So, and you'll be like, oh, that's true.
Yeah,
That's really true.
Wow.
The
Babe
timing
Ruth
of
here,
this is
calling the
amazing.
shots. I love it.
Yeah, the timing of this is amazing, though, right? Because so we did the ice bucket challenge. Remember that? And everyone's like, "We're doing ice bucket challenges." We made a bunch of money for everybody. Really cool things like that.
There's the cinnamon challenge.
Yeah, and that was like dumb but not terrible,
Yeah,
right?
it was funny.
And
It didn't make any money. The ice bucket challenge was like an actual thing that like changed.
Yeah,
It was good.
for
Yeah.
ALS. Yeah.
It mattered,
now
right?
We've just slid down this hill all the way
Just
to
eat
like,
Tide Pods.
hey, can you eat a Tide Pod? And that happened to hit the streets right as Donald Trump said that other countries are shitholes, right? Like,
Don't even get me started on that guy. Everybody defends him by saying he was off the record.
Yeah.
If that's the sort of shit you say off the record, you're not the type of person that needs to be in off. All right. Anyway, Tidewater, Tide Pod,
Like,
Tide. I'm
just
leaving.
Tide
This is-
Podcast.
I'm done.
think about this for just a hot second, right? There are a bunch of people in those quote unquote shithole countries who are literally starving to death, and they know not to eat Tide Pods, right? Like, it's not hard to not eat detergent.
Well,
Right. No. They're stuck on the off brands. You know, we got Tide. They have to buy the,
yeah, those
the
things
store
aren't
brand.
toxic. They're not. No, they don't do anything. It's
just
Not as
water.
toxic because they're not as strong, right?
It's just ice. They put a little food coloring in it.
It's just water with food coloring. Wash your clothes with this. It just gets more and more blue. This detergent is terrible.
Well, it's not dirty anymore because it's,
It's orange.
dyed.
But it's a different color.
Yeah. So anyhow, that's our country. That is where we live. Try not to eat detergent. Like, I don't know why we have to put that PSA out. But
right.
I saw
Land
it-
of the free, but no one said it was a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a tweet yesterday that was like people in 1998, and they were like, "Oh man, I can't wait for the future. 2018, we're gonna have flying cars. Everything's gonna be great." And then it was like 2018, and then just a picture of a Tide Pod.
and they're like,
I
oh.
was like, "Wow, off to
What a
great
time to
start.
be alive.
I know.
So,
you truly live in the modern age.
We have discussed how clean the insides of your body can get with our friend now, Tyler here. He is with Soldiers of Suburbia. The reason he's here in studio is he has an album coming out called The Press Stormtrooper. That's being released Friday, January 26th at Jam and Java in Vienna, Virginia. They're doing a big concert.
Yes.
So go check that out. We actually have a track from that album. That's called Runaway Train.
What?
Right? And that is not a cover of Soul Asylum's Runaway
Where
Train.
did you get my song? What is it?
Pirating. It's all
Wow.
pirating. We are pirates.
Napster?
The cloud, bitch. The cloud. This is
God.
2018.
Damn.
And
I turn off that on my phone too. Jeez, Apple, they'll get you.
Not an
So-
option.
So we're gonna do a sample of that later in the show. But if you cannot stand it and you have to listen to Runaway Train right now, go to the 1 hour mark of this podcast and you can listen to it in all of its glory. This hasn't been played anywhere. Like the recording hasn't been played anywhere. So
No,
this
it
is
hasn't.
kind of a world,
Kind of the biggest deal in the entire world. Yes.
kind of a world premiere. Now I do
Sweet.
know.
Fancy Moses.
Yeah, I do know by the time this podcast actually hits the airwaves, which are not airwaves, they're actually the internet, that the song will be out and
Will be.
people can download it.
They can.
And I assume they can go to www.soldiersofsuburbia.com.
Soldiers of Suburbia Band.
Band.com.
.com, yeah,
You told
'cause-
me that and I didn't write it down.
That's
'cause-
okay.
who
Somebody
would?
else has soldiersofsuburbia.com. There's nothing there, but it's like
Oh, that sucks.
I know it
Bastards.
totally sucks. It's like one time
You should hack it.
a theater company wanted to call themselves Soldiers of Suburbia, and they
Okay.
got like halfway through with it, and then they were like, nah.
Nah.
So then they didn't. But it's like they kept the domain name.
Sure,
and
of
it's
course.
like I can buy it for like crazy amounts of money. And like a domain name is normally like $12 a year or something
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
It's like 40 something. And I was like, I don't care that
Nah,
much.
40
Yeah.
something's
That's
not
like 4
bad.
gigs.
I've seen worse than that.
Yeah, but it's enough for me to be like, I can add band to the end of it and be like, people will probably honestly be easier for people to find.
You could have also gotten .band because
No, okay. Here's the thing. I think that is a terrible idea. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't. Well, see,
No,
I
you
don't
don't
know
need to be-
whose idea it was to start adding dot and then other things that aren't like .com, .net, .org.
Yeah.
EDU, gov, bastards.
Yeah,
They
right.
started it.
All right, those all right, that's fine. But it's like, but then it's reached a point where now you can get dot anything you
Ninja.
want. Yeah,
Dot
and it's
Ninja's
like,
out there.
Why? That's so much extra. Like, people are so lazy. People don't want to type that. Like, if you type Soldiers of Suburbia Band, it will automatically go to soldiersofsuburbiaband.com.
Sure.
But like, if I had soldiersofsuburbia.band and you just type Soldiers of Suburbia, would it automatically go there? Like, I don't know.
If you press Control Enter,
Yeah.
you type in something in the search bar, Control Enter, it automatically adds .com.
Right.
Yeah,
Do
that's
not do this with Wikipedia, because Wikipedia.com is a lie.
Are you assuming that regular Wikipedia is not a lie?
Yeah.
Wikipedia.org is what you're looking for.
Right.
But if you press Control Enter, it adds .com for you. That's how lazy we are. On smartphones,
Right.
Yeah.
typically there's a .com button.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So it's
Yeah.
like if you're putting .band, it's like people are lazy. Like, it's just more
There is no
work for
.band
them.
button.
I mean,
They're
that's
like,
a lie.
yeah.
So Soldiers of Suburbia .ninja would have been kind of cool.
I
though.
mean, that would have been dope, but that didn't exist when I don't think so. I don't know. I'll hit up Squarespace and ask them. It's kind of
Soldiers of Suburbia.band.wtf.
is Wikipedia
DTF.
is Wikipedia.com porn like WhiteHouse.com used to be?
Oh, man, I remember trying to go to whitehouse.com in school and getting really frustrated because it wouldn't load.
And they're like,
I just
"What
want to
are
write my
you
stupid
doing?"
paper.
All right, we're running late. We got to get into this. We've got very important things to do this
course.
week. Without further ado, we have to place you in an important position of power.
okay. I'm ready.
This is our weather report. We're going to make you a mogul of media. You're
Fantastic.
You're going to
I
have
hate
your own
moguls. I hate moguls. I'm a snowboarder, so I
I-
just plow right over them.
Question, just real quick.
Sure.
Do I get to start with a small loan of $1 million?
if you can find one, yeah.
All right,
I mean,
sick.
we're not providing it. We're
Mostly
the reporters.
because at the top of the newspaper, I wanted to say, I founded this with a small loan of $1 million. I started from the ground up. You know what I mean?
How about
Yeah.
this, Tyler? You get all of the money we've ever made doing
Yes.
this podcast.
Cool.
That's true. Probably none.
All of it.
And
7.
You now owe us a lot of money.
Okay. Wow.
all right, so we're gonna make a publication. You're gonna run it. You're the editor-in-chief.
Okay.
We're going to pitch you as your loyal reporters some different stories around the internet that we've found. You're going to let us know whether or not they're news and if they're going to make it into your publication.
Great.
If you want extra credit, let us know where in the publication you would put it.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I think you started last week, so I'll get started this
Do
week.
it, Keith.
Great news, Tyler.
Awesome.
Super excited about
Pitch
this.
to me.
On January 13th, Saudi Arabia put an end to its 35-year ban on movie theaters,
Yay,
which is an
progress!
indication of the declining influence of the country's conservative religious
That's
leaders.
amazing.
It is
I
great.
love this story so far.
I have some bad news
Oh, no.
that goes with it as well. Unfortunately, the first movie screened in Saudi Arabia after 35 years was the Emoji Movie. Yeah. So that didn't go well, I'm guessing. They were like, oh my God, we've been missing out on this all. Oh, this is shit. What
It
did
could
we
have been like the Pokemon movie or
Turn
something.
them back
At least
off.
that's pretty good.
Turn the movies back off. The second movie shown was Captain
Spy Kids 3D.
No, Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. So they're not starting strong, Tyler. I'm
Okay.
concerned about Saudi
Wait.
Arabia.
Well,
Have you seen Captain Underpants?
I have not, but I have played him in my bedroom.
Don't judge. All right. Why does everybody want to be a captain? Why aren't there any sergeants or generals?
General underpants. Those are all my underpants. They're just general underpants.
I just smacked my forehead really hard for those of you who can't see.
All right, so we now know what I do with my private time.
Right.
But the question is it news?
well, I'm going to go with a solid yes, of course it is news.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Because-
Of course it is.
For, so many reasons, obviously, but I think, honestly, this is front page news because I
Front
think...
page, yeah.
Shit just got real.
Okay, like, I haven't heard the other stories, but obviously I'm a professional at this, so my...
Yeah.
Right.
No,
so
you know.
I know what I'm doing.
You've got a gut.
I've done this for years.
Gut feeling.
I started with a small loan of $1 million.
You worked your way from the ground up.
I came from the ground up, guys.
Don't question me. I know what I'm doing.
So I think we start front page picture of not of the Emoji Movie, but of TJ Miller, star of the Emoji Movie.
Who is also a sexual predator, apparently.
Oh, is he?
I heard that he got called out for like
That sucks.
like sexually assaulting. Everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
It's the new vet. It's the new thing. It's the new black.
Oh, God.
Which is really sad.
That's terrible.
Please, just take a break just from the weather report just for a moment. Guys, if you're listening, do me a quick favor. Could you please stop raping women for the fuck's sake? Like, this is embarrassing.
I see what you did there.
Yes.
For
So
fuck's sake.
Yeah. I mean, just an idea.
Yeah.
Not a good idea.
no, it's not.
Kind of a dick move.
It's actually, what would be.
Oh, that's another pun. God damn it.
I would say if you're thinking about it, what a better decision would be is to eat a Tide Pod. That would be.
Tide Pod.
Yeah.
That should be the. Never mind. We're gonna get off on a tangent.
Are you thinking
I was
about
gonna-
sexually assaulting a woman? How about you try a Tide Pod?
I was gonna say that should just be the new punishment for when it comes out that somebody's done something. It's like,
There you
you know
go.
what? We're gonna lay off the warning, but here's a Tide Pod and just see what happens.
You need to eat that. That's for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you have to eat this.
If it's particularly bad, it has to be used as a suppository. All
By the way,
right.
Keith, I have to give props to our guest here because not only did he name the show for us.
Yeah.
That's pretty bold. He's bold enough to say, listen, this is the cover story because I know what I'm doing.
Right.
He's
He also-
already,
did you
I am
also-
an experienced,
Yeah. Did you also hear that he was like, guys, we kind of have to move on? He's leading us right now.
No,
He's the professional.
We shouldn't say these things now. We're not that far in yet. It could go downhill very quickly.
word.
All right, Victor, what do you got?
This one tickled my fancy. A 34-year-old man ruptured his throat while trying to stop a quote high force sneeze.
That's possible.
No way.
I am
With nowhere
what?
to escape, the pressure ripped through the soft tissue, and although rare and unusual, medics say others should be aware of the danger. Trapping a sneeze could also damage the ears or even rupture a brain aneurysm. You want your brain aneurysms intact, they
yeah.
warn.
Wait.
The man said he felt a popping sensation in his neck.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Yeah. Wait for it.
That's so terrible.
Wait for it. Think about it. Chew.
Oh no!
So then he immediately experienced pain and difficulty swallowing and speaking.
Man,
Genius.
Poor guy.
Genius.
He had
What
difficulties.
really got me,
Yeah,
what
what's that?
really got me about the article,
Yeah.
is that that they show the X-ray on the article and everything, and how he felt a popping sensation, how doctors checked him and whatnot. But then there are links in the article. Here
Yeah.
are the links.
Okay.
Capturing the fluid flow of sneezes. Why deaf people sneeze silently,
Do they?
and sneezing into a trombone.
Well, at least your throat won't
Apparently,
explode.
all those things are related.
Yeah, your throat won't explode if you sneeze into a trombone.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Right.
He had problems swallowing and speaking after this. I'm now gonna have problems sleeping because I
Yeah,
think
for
I'm gonna
real.
rupture my throat anytime I try
Had
to
a brain
sneeze.
aneurysm or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. There's a lot of side effects that sounded like.
Like as a kid, I was horrified about this, and then I was told that can't happen, and it's all a
And now
lie.
apparently it can happen.
All right.
But
So
you know whose day this is for real?
what?
All right, we've got eye doctors are ophthalmologists,
Yes.
dentists are orthodontists, whatever. Doctors for the ear, nose, and throat are the experts in this particular situation.
true.
Nobody knows what they're called. I'm not even sure if I'm saying this right. Otolaryngologists.
Nope, that's wrong.
no, that's not a real thing.
Is it?
All right.
Is
Anyway,
it news?
moving on.
I would say yes,
Yes. All right.
Oh, my.
All tied up.
but here's the
No,
here's
it's
the,
not about the butt. It's about the
here's
throat.
the thing. Yeah, right.
I was gonna say yes.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
no. that is terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
So I think it's definitely news, but we might have to like hide it on like page 4 or something, like kind of stuff. Because it's like not because it's not a bad story, but just because we want people to read the publication because of the entertainment.
Yeah, you don't want to scare the kids.
Yeah, I don't want to scare all the kids that are reading it.
Right.
For
Tyler
the Emoji
Plazio
movie.
is not about spreading fear.
All right, here we go. We have to pick up pace because we're running behind. Here's what I have for you. The 5 buildings that make up the McCurdy Smokehouse off of Lebec, Maine, represent the last traditional smoke herring facility in the United States. That is why it is on the U.S. National Register of Historic Places. One hitch. One of the buildings, a shed, is no longer in the United States.
Oh, shit. What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait.
So on January 4th, a blizzard caused Maine to shed a shed, and and it blew out to sea and to Campoblo Island.
Campoblo.
Yeah, something like that.
Campoblo.
Island, which is in New Brunswick, Canada. So it is now in Canada. Maine would like it back.
Of course, yeah, understandable.
Which is fine because I'm sure Canada doesn't want any dirty old sheds from shit old countries.
Probably not.
Who let this thing over the border?
Yeah,
Do you have a visa?
you're not allowed to be here.
All right, so there you go. A runaway shed, never looking back. What is it? Is it news?
I was the whole time I was gonna say no because it wasn't that interesting, but then he said runaway shed, never looking back. Now I kind of want to say yes, just because that headline is hilarious. So I'm gonna go with yes, just so we can say runaway shed, never looking back. And then no, the rest of the article is like super boring and like not really that important.
Yeah,
but it's like the title's funny, so who cares?
All right,
It's a
there you
page
go.
with just the title on it. Moving on to the next article.
It's about entertainment. I'm telling you.
All right, Victor, what's your
Florida.
title?
Let's see. Florida woman on horseback charged with DUI.
Oh, no.
And I'm thinking this sets a precedent. Polk County Police arrested 53-year-old Donna Byrne and charged her. I've been drinking with drunk driving after multiple drivers called 911 to report a woman on horseback who was hoofing it down the highway.
That's not driving.
Yeah,
That is-
you can't. That's not.
That's
driving
Here's my
under the
question.
influence.
Here's my question. All right.
Drunk riding.
Riding under the influence.
No. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Drunk riding would be like, all right, you're on a bike, you're on a motorcycle, you're riding it, right?
Yeah, sure.
But the horse was sober.
Yeah. Oh, I see
So
what
if
you're saying.
I'm hammered and I hop on your back, Keith, and you're walking down the street,
Right.
can you get a D? Can I
mean,
get a
it's
DUI
like
for driving you
It's
down
almost
the
like
street?
a Uber situation where it's like you're drunk and you gotta get home, so you're like, let me call an Uber, but it's like, no, let me call my horse.
I think it depends what position you're on. If you're like
If you're
saddled
carrying
up
the
on
horse.
the horse and you're like we're going home, then like you're actually like riding the horse. You're like directing the
Yeah,
horse.
but if you're slumped over
if
it-
you're laid over the saddle, then you're just like drunkenly laying on an object that happens to move.
Right.
Right.
And it's like, who knows where that thing is going? It
Yeah.
could be going
Right,
anywhere.
you could be like in a mudslide, hammered and passed out. You get a DUI, wouldn't make sense.
Right.
But
I think
the fact that she was going down the highway, I think, is
that
what
was probably
dangerous.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
But,
probably a law for that.
yeah.
I don't think you should be able to get a DUI for riding a horse. Yeah, you can steer the horse on it, but if the horse is meandering, it's going to get dizzy and it's going to straighten out. I don't know.
Yeah, there's
I don't know.
also-
I know nothing about horseback riding, but I think it's bullshit.
I just know that the law is very wide. I remember there was a guy that got a DUI for driving his lawnmower. He was driving a lawnmower, and they
That's different.
Yeah.
He is in complete control of that
that's-
vehicle.
I mean, I can
the horse can
understand
think
that
for
one
itself.
a little bit more. The horse thing is weird.
yeah. All right, so is it news?
I'm gonna have to go with a no on that one.
Oh, the first
Damn
loss.
I'm sorry. You didn't have
All right.
a cool, catchy title.
All right, so
Quit horsing around. A woman on horseback. is,
No, it's
Oh,
too
never
late.
mind.
The boat, the ship has sailed. I couldn't come up with a horse pun.
all
Whatever.
right, here we go. So
Wait, do you
working with
hear
a
that
computer
small
scientist.
violin?
What's that?
You hear that small violin in the background?
Working with a computer scientist, animal behavior expert Kon Slobodachik, I think that's how you say it, developed an algorithm that converted the prairie dog's vocalizations into English. He said, if we can do this with prairie dogs, we can definitely do it with dogs and cats. Unless, of course, the dog is trying to say Slaba Dogchikov, which makes it just sound like more of a canine sex act when coming from a dog. So he believes that this technology would be commercially available within the next 10 years or like 1.5 dog years.
That's not how dog years work.
Yeah,
But
that was
it-
a funny joke though.
But it could be available it could have been available much sooner, but he did not realize that prairie dogs weren't actually dogs, nor that no one gave a shit what they had to say.
Wait, okay, yeah. So that was my question. What did they say? Like, what he hooked? Wait, so like they could communicate. But what are they saying? Like, are they saying anything interesting?
No, probably not. They probably are saying something like, "Is that guy listening to us?" No, seriously, I think that guy's listening to us.
I have to
seems like
say,
he's
This is a
listening to us.
weird thing to me. This
I'm
is
not
a weird
impressed
concept.
because Disney came up with this way back in the day when Up came out.
Yeah,
True.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's
All
a
right,
true American
so
classic.
this guy's not even like he didn't even come up with anything original.
He just watched Up one time at like 3
I don't
a.m.
like
and was
him.
like,
I hope he
"Guys."
swallows a Tide Pod.
You do know that Up wasn't actual seagulls, right? Like that wasn't. Okay, never mind. Is it news?
Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
I'm gonna go with a no on that
No.
one. It's not bad, but it's not an emoji movie. You
That's
know?
true. Victor, can you pull this one out?
All right, real life Iron Man breaks record for fastest on jet powered flight suit. He didn't actually travel that fast. It was 32 miles an hour.
That's not
But
impressive.
it's fucking cool, man. Like this thing is insane. It's got 2 jet engines coming off of like two. What are you saying to me, Keith? I'll
What?
fight you. Not on his legs. He's got it's a little jetpack like the movie The Rocketeer.
Yeah.
And he's got stabilizing jet engines, a pair
Butt
on
cheeks.
each arm. So
Oh,
this
okay.
guy could like literally just
Wait,
anything right in your
skis?
face.
Like
I think
the-
they're on his forearms, maybe, and then
Yeah,
he
on his
also has a
forearms, like on his
jet.
wrists.
So
okay.
4 jets is what you're saying.
That's pretty dope. Okay.
Yeah, he's like
I'm on board.
it's a short article, but it's mostly a video, just him like flying across a lake, and I'm like, I don't really give a shit if it ends up in your publication. I just want to say on air that I want one.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty dope. I'm calling it news. Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Especially if you have like a link of where to buy one, right? That would be the main
Right, the
thing.
Amazon link.
Yeah.
I assume it's being sold on
Sure,
Amazon
everything's on Amazon.
or Walmart, one of the two.
All right, so you
I
pulled
have
up.
Amazon Prime. I could have one of those tomorrow.
I know. I could have one of those
I think-
overnight ship.
I think you have to go to Amazon Optimus Prime to get that one. It's that
I
technologically
hate you
advanced.
so much.
I know.
I hope you swallow a Tide Pod.
All right, you pulled it even. You it is a tie, but we do have a new publication that is chock full of amazing news. So Tyler, the question is, what are you going to name this new publication?
Well-
people need to find it on the newsstands.
I know they need to find it. So, keep a lookout for the new publication from business mogul, me, Tyler Plazio, starting from a small loan of $1 million.
From the ground
From
up?
the ground up.
Yeah.
That is the name of the publication.
From the ground
up.
Nice.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Nice. There you go. So
You
Tagline.
took the
Yep.
words right out of your own mouth.
from
Yeah.
the ground up,
I think
crap
that
we
literally
gave you.
happens every minute of every day.
Right. And so it's just from the ground up, and then a small tagline underneath that says
Meat.
small loan of $1 million, and
never
then
mind.
a picture of TJ Miller. It'll sell. I don't
Yeah.
know. Everybody's been telling me it's a bad idea. I think it's a great idea.
And you've got a gut feeling, and you know what? You're always successful.
Exactly. I've
you
never
just
done.
can't fight
in
that
fact,
feeling
this is a
anymore.
true story. I've never done something that I haven't done well at.
Yeah.
Never happened.
Right.
I've
That's
succeeded
good.
at everything.
That's pretty amazing.
I know.
That's fantastic. Have you thought running for maybe for public office?
You know what?
That's one of the qualifications.
I was
is my
thinking,
understanding.
you know what? President's probably not the move, but then Oprah was like, "I'm going to run for president." Well, I was like, "All right, I guess I'll run for
We're
president
all
too."
doing it. You
We're all
get to be
doing
president,
it.
and you
We
get to
are
be president.
now.
Everyone's president.
No, I don't want to offend anybody, but Oprah running for president's a terrible idea. I just want to put that out there.
I don't know. We'd all get a car.
I mean, yeah, but
A car in every pot.
You get a car. You
so-
get a car. You get a flight to Bermuda. You get a flight to Bermuda. Awesome. I'm down.
Cool.
Let Oprah.
I mean,
her reign.
that's cool, but I feel like it'll only be cool for a very short amount of time, and then it'll be like, oh no, what have we done?
I feel like if you were to like be in the past, right? If you went back in time, like, I don't know, like 15 years, and then you were to say, guys, I've got an idea for a movie where Donald Trump runs against Oprah Winfrey for the president of the United States, somebody would be like, that's way too far-fetched. There's no way that would ever
never
happen.
And it's probably gonna happen.
And so, yeah, it's
The
like,
Rock, The Rock might be included in that too.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
God, I
He's-
would vote for The Rock in a heartbeat.
Well,
and
I
you know
also-
what? At
yeah.
the end of his presidency, if he doesn't say you're welcome, I'd be really upset.
he's also going to be
Neither
changed-
of you has seen Moana, have you?
No, he's also going to change
You're
his,
the worst people I've ever met.
Thanks.
he's going to change his name to Comancho as well, I believe. That's what I said. I heard for the running.
It's no longer The Rock. It's Dwayne the President Johnson.
It's going to be
If you smell what the president is cooking.
Is he married or is he single? Isn't he?
He's I don't know.
No,
he has
he
children, I think.
Yeah.
So he could go around spraying and be like, "Do you want a piece of Dwayne the Rock's Johnson?"
Yeah.
I feel like he probably already does that.
Dwayne,
Yeah.
it would be Dwayne Red Bull Johnson.
Big Red Rocket.
Okay. So we've already look, we're so late already. We're never going to hear anything about
That's
anything
okay.
about Tyler.
That's fine.
So, but there is kind of an important piece of news that I want to get over. So,
Yeah.
that's the thing that we need to get to. So, you are in Soldiers of Suburbia. What do you do with the band?
I am. The
entire band.
No, actually. This is, I texted you and
Yeah.
said it's kind of okay. So I don't want to talk for like 10 minutes about this because it's whatever. But
Sure.
essentially, I've been playing in this thing called Soldiers of Suburbia for like 3 years now.
Yeah.
And I've been with a bunch of different people playing who were all cool.
Yeah.
Some of them were not cool, but it's all right.
Musicians.
Yeah. And and at some point or another they would all kind of be like, you know what, this is getting pretty serious. Like I'm not really vibing with this. Like, whatever. No,
Right.
it's a real thing. Like,
Whoa,
I mean,
success. Hold on. No.
it's a weird
Yeah.
it's the weirdest thing. I don't understand it either, but it's like we would be doing stuff and then all of a sudden like I would set up like some interviews or like we'd be doing a thing or a tour or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And they would be like, this is I have like a job and stuff. And I was
have a
like,
job.
okay. So I've kind of gone through that for a while and it's one of those things. And I've gone through a bunch of members and I've tried to make it work. We put out an EP before this last record where I played every instrument on it because I didn't have a band, but I had all these songs.
Right.
And then this one, I had a drummer and he's super dope. He's still cool. I'm not going to talk trash on him or anything. And then
I don't like him.
Yeah, well, that's understandable.
Right.
And
There was
then-
some sexual assault once, though, right? I believe. Is that right?
Right. Well, it was TJ Miller. Was my drummer.
I'm sorry. I thought that was. Yeah. No. Never mind.
Yeah,
Different
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
And now it's weird.
Right.
And you
Off
know,
air, you told us that your drummer ate Tide Pods all the time.
Right.
I was there.
Yeah.
Witness.
We have-
Witness.
I
Right, we
figured-
were recording the album, and I was like, "Dude, you have to track that. Dude, you stop it." And he'd like throw up the Tide Pods because it's bad for you, man.
Yeah. Right.
It's like,
Dude,
we
you have
need
to
your movements to be a
print
little
that.
bit smoother. Maybe we can lubricate them with some like detergent, some soap or something.
No, and so it's a similar situation, and it was just kind of like it wasn't working, and then we're gonna put out this record, and we're gonna have this big release show, and I was like, you know what? I'm kind of I think it's time for me to try and do something more just on my own, in the sense of like people have been asking me for a long time. They're like confused on who's in my band and
Sure,
stuff.
yeah.
And it's hard to explain to people that it's like, well, technically it's just me, and
Right.
then it's kind of other people, and
Yeah.
they're like, what do you mean it's not a band then?
Yeah.
So I called up my friend Ben Tufts, who was on the show
Yeah.
at one point.
With Buzz Queen.
Yeah.
He will be playing at the release show at Jam and
Nice.
Java. It'll be super
He's
fun.
great.
He's the best drummer in the world, on record. I will say that.
Right.
And then that's it. Soldier of Suburbia is no more. And then I will be starting a new thing that I don't want to talk
Publication.
too much about, but it's called Tide Pods. No,
Tide Pods from the ground up.
it'll be something probably that's just like my name and the some
Yeah.
things, and
Okay.
just to sort of make it very clear that it's like that it's me,
Yeah.
and then sort of just for live stuff. You know, I have a bunch of friends who are in bands that I've talked to and been like, hey, if I booked a tour for like 2 weeks, would you want to come on tour? And they were like, yeah, totally. So
Cool.
it'll be one of those things.
Nice.
Probably, yeah.
When you launch the brand new unnamed band,
Right.
You'll have to come and let us know when you have a new album. Right?
Cool, yeah, totally.
So in the meantime, however, that's a huge announcement. So Soldiers of Suburbia going away.
Yes.
The last show you could possibly catch for Soldiers of Suburbia is Friday, January 26th at Jam and Java in Vienna, Virginia.
Yes.
So I want to play a quick snippet of Runaway Train from the album Depressed Stormtrooper, which is coming out that day.
That's
First-
like the best name ever.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Props.
So this is going to be fun. It's some pretty rockin' like punk, I would call it, right? Would you call it?
That's a word. I don't know. I mean, genre names are weird. People, punk, alternative, whatever.
Okay. So here we go. Runaway Train from Depressed Stormtrooper from the band of one-man Soldiers of Suburbia.
Everybody says dreams can't happen, but you're not like them. You're not like them. 'Cause you seem to understand. You're like a wallflower with a hard backhand, and it seems too perfect.
So this is more of your love song of the album.
Yeah, this is the nicer one.
Yeah. This is a slower one than I was listening to. I heard one, I think, about cigarettes or something like that, and that was a little bit more like in your face.
Totally.
So you can hear there's a lot of range here.
Yeah, definitely. The album I'm super stoked to put out. Worked really hard on it, and it's 10 tracks.
Okay.
And it's really cool. We have we have 3 singles out, including that one. The
Okay.
Runaway Train is the last one that we put out.
Yeah.
And we have music videos for the first 2 singles out
Nice.
that you can check out.
Cool.
And then we have a cool it's called like a visualizer, I guess, for this song. It's a bunch of really like weird like video editing of like trains and cars and
Okay,
weird
cool.
stuff. Yeah, it's
So
dope.
you are a Windows Media Player. Right?
Right.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of different influences here. My vocals your vocals remind me of kind of punkish kind of a feel to them.
Yeah.
But then you've got a lot of other things happening in the music, right? Because it's a slower
Totally.
song.
Yeah,
It's got some changes to it. It's obviously not just like 4 chords and the truth kind of thing. So it sounds like there's a lot going on. Once again, if people want to check you out live, they can go for the last show ever, Jam and Java in Vienna, Virginia, Friday, January 26th, and check out this song along with, I assume, all the others on the
Yeah,
the
we're
album.
probably gonna play for a long time.
All right, cool. Well, not really. And and they can find out more about the band at www.soldiersofsuburbia.band.com.band. And
Ninja.
Yes, .ninja.
/edu.gov.
So moving on, we'd like to introduce you to a pretty new segment of ours
Okay.
that we like to call Please, for the love of God, just get one right. And this is our little quiz show. You didn't get any time to prepare for this.
I didn't. I'm scared.
Yeah, because the topic itself was chosen by the guest before you. So that makes it pretty surprising for you because unless you follow the show. But Dan Barry, who was on here last episode, he decided to choose espionage. So how do you feel good about this?
No.
That's good. That's how we want it.
I know what the word espionage means, though, so that's a solid start.
All right. So first question: What does
What
the
does
word
the word espionage
mean? No, that's not the question.
Bummer. I was ready. Shoot. That was the one I knew.
All right, I'll start over. Let's do this pretty quickly so we can get to some of your stories because I think you have some good stories we'd like to talk to. So, Here we go. In 1963, Englishman Kim Philby was found to be a Soviet spy. This was particularly unfortunate because he also held what position?
All positions.
I'm sorry. Can you read it one more time, just real
Yes.
quick?
Missionary.
Yeah, because you're going to get it. In 1963, Englishman
63,
Kim Philby,
Oh, Philby, of course.
yes, was found to be a Soviet spy. This was
The confidence this kid has is
Yeah.
amazing.
this was particularly unfortunate because he also held what position?
Military general for the United States.
He's an Englishman who's a U.S. general. All right. That's a bold prediction. Unfortunately, no, that is
What?
not correct.
Wow.
It was head of the anti-Soviet division of MI6.
Second guess. That was my second guess.
Yeah, he ran the division that was supposed to go against the Soviet Union and was a Soviet spy.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's so complicated and
That's
weird.
actually a really convenient job.
Yeah.
Right. Not well planning on their part. You would think they'd be like, who should we put in this position? And somebody was like, Soviet spy? And yeah. Like,
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
No, not that guy.
Totally.
All right, Victor.
I'm off to a
Let's
solid
see
start.
here.
Yeah.
All right, this is
You only have to get one.
moderately difficult one.
Okay.
An African-American abolitionist, humanitarian, and Union spy during the U.S. Civil War.
Okay.
After escaping from captivity, she made 13 missions to rescue some 70 slaves using the network of anti-slavery activists and safe houses known as the Underground Railroad. Who was she?
Harriet Tubman.
Oh, shit! He got one right.
Was that really it? That was the
Yeah.
only one I knew. I was like, it has to be
Wow.
Harriet Tubman. I was like, there's no way. That's the only like female slave I've ever learned about in history.
Oh my God.
Nailed it.
Wow.
Wow. All right, you've won. You won. You're going to
Yes.
get a prize out of
No
Uncle
need to play.
Archie's.
I'm signing off. Goodbye.
Yeah. Uncle Archie's box of fun. You win. All right. Well, these are all just icing now.
Well, I'm gonna get them all wrong now. That's the only one.
purpose.
I lucked out. I knew. Yeah, I'll intentionally just guess wrong.
All right. A ship ran aground in Hartlepool, UK in the early 1800s. The lone survivor of the wreck was interrogated, subject to a lengthy court trial on the beach, and then was hanged as a French spy. Why was this finding unlikely to be true?
Because
Yeah.
he was secretly a raccoon.
to be honest, the question kind of went right over me there.
Okay. A ship ran aground.
He's not even listening anymore. He
A
doesn't
ship
give a
I
shit.
got that
crashed.
part. Yeah, I got that part.
The last survivor of the shipwreck was interrogated and
Right.
ended up being hanged as a French spy. They found them to be a French spy. They decided that, but that was probably not the case. Why is that?
Yeah, okay. So I didn't miss anything then.
Yeah.
I just have no idea.
That's fair.
Let's go with if he was a French spy, why was he on a ship? Crazy, right?
Those crazy French don't get on ships.
No idea.
Everyone knows that.
I don't
They're
know.
allergic to water.
Yeah, they don't know what that is.
Actually, Victor was not far off. The survivor was a monkey. Yeah, that's true.
How was I supposed to know?
They hung a monkey.
I made you ask me the question again because I thought I missed some
Yeah.
like hint somewhere, but
No,
I didn't.
no.
Like,
They hung a monkey because they thought it was a spy. All right, Victor, how about
you
you?
never know. Those monkeys are crazy.
What was the name of the code the Nazis used in World War II?
Oh, I know this one.
Morse code.
Enigma.
It was a real puzzle. Like it was a really difficult puzzle to solve.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with solid Morse code. Is
Morse
my guess.
code. Victor,
Solid Morse code is not the answer.
I would say Enigma.
Enigma is the
Wow.
correct
Yeah.
answer.
I didn't know that.
That
Interesting.
was,
Learn something new every day.
that was the one that if you watched like the movie what's his name, Alan Turing, guy who like helped invent computers.
Right.
One of the reasons that they got the funding to invent computers for the first time was to break the Enigma machine. It was a machine that you
Interesting.
could type in and make notes, or make messages, and then decode them with the machine on the
Right,
other
like
side.
little reminders to yourself, like notes.
All right, you are still awesome. Signed, Hitler.
Nice.
So
Aw, thank
nice
you.
of him.
yeah, he had a
Supreme
lot
leader.
a lot of confidence. All right. Last but not least, I think, right? Do you have one more?
No, I got one more
Okay,
after
so
this.
In World War I, Sergeant Stubby saved his regiment from surprise mustard attacks and even captured a German spy. But something else made him the most unique sergeant in American history. What was that?
His name, Stubby.
Ooh.
Yeah. He's pretty famous.
No, I know. I'm definitely familiar with this
Everyone is,
concept.
yeah.
Right. But I don't know. Just based off his name
Yeah.
alone, did he like lose a leg or something?
Good guess. He was a dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is with you and all the animal
I know.
questions?
I was trying to set you
I
up.
should have guessed a monkey. I should have been like, he's a
He's
monkey. He's with one of those French spies.
He's the
There's
only
a theme here with Keith's questions.
Yeah, he's the only dog to ever become sergeant in the armed forces.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, he wasn't a goddamn captain.
That's right. All right, Victor.
Final question. This is a multiple choice question.
All
right.
right. All right. Here we go.
I hope it's
How
not
can
one
you
of your stupid
tell
ones.
if someone close to you is a spy?
Yeah.
A, they have a lawn gnome in their yard.
Lawn? No.
B, they insist upon traveling under the cover of darkness.
Okay, that seems
C, they don't answer to their name. And D, their wardrobe consists of black trench coats and dark hats.
that seems not
Wow.
right.
Well, okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna rule out.
Do you want to call a friend?
I'm gonna yeah. Can I phone a friend?
Hi, Tyler. How you doing? I'm your friend. Who you can phone?
Hey, so I have this really tough question going on here. Do you think that a good reason to assume someone is a spy is because they have lawn gnomes? Because I'm thinking yes.
Lawn gnomes? Well, how about you phone a friend? I can eliminate two answers for you.
Okay.
You're gonna eliminate
Their-
the two. I already know.
Their
Go-
wardrobe consists of black trench coats and dark hats. That's just 3 kids in a trench coat. That's
Oh,
the
so
president of the United
Everyone knows
States.
that.
Right,
That
but
was
just
the obvious
Going
one.
to the business factory.
Yeah.
Right. They don't answer to your name, to their name. We're musicians. We all want to have a stage name, so
Yeah.
that's pretty much
Just a stage
Sure.
name.
Okay.
guaranteed.
So what I'm
So,
hearing is the lawn gnome thing isn't a bad
lawn
answer
gnome?
right now.
or they insist upon traveling under the cover of darkness.
Well, okay, so the cover of darkness thing just sounds like Batman.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm going with lawn gnomes. I'm sticking. By my
Okay.
answer.
Oh my
Final
God,
answer.
Keith, he got 2 right. That is the right answer. I arbitrarily picked a right answer to this bullshit question, and you got it.
This is another one that you just made up out of nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously it's lawn gnomes. All the other ones were ridiculous.
That's I hate you, Victor. You don't take this seriously, and it angers me.
I am
all
the
right.
best.
So
All right.
you've won. You get to pick
Yes.
a prize out of the box of fun. Feel free to select one of those. Let us know what you've got. You can open that up. Oh, we can hear it live. That's good. Yeah, that's good. It's
Fun
a
editing
sonic
that in
experience.
post. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's theater of the mind, my friend. It's important. What'd you end up getting? This is exciting.
Is it just what even is this?
Oh my God, I love visual gags.
We're just staring at a thing on the radio going, oh. Is it a
And-
magnifying glass? Is that what that is?
Is it a
Is
magnifying glass?
It looks like one of the things
I
maybe
don't
you put
think
over.
You can't see through it.
You can.
No, look. Here.
What? No, if I put it on a thing, right? Like if I go. Yeah, see, like if I put it down, this is good because I'm not even talking into the mic.
Okay, so I'll narrate.
makes it even
So essentially, what Keith is doing here is he
this
has
is great.
set the round, cylindrical shaped object
exciting.
on the
Keith.
table,
No, I'm really
Put
glad you
put
got
it in your mouth. See if it foams.
and
I'm going to eat it.
we have to turn.
So yeah, put it down. If you put it on something, it magnifies the thing it's on
All right, I'll test it out.
on the microphone. You can just do it on the
All right, cool.
There you go. See, look.
Wow,
There you go.
science.
You could trap something
that
in
was
there.
totally worth knowing who Harriet Tubman was.
I mean,
Yeah.
that wasn't that
I'm not
hard.
even mad.
Please
I'm
don't-
just impressed. Next
don't-
time I'll
I
open
mean, the
with my
lawn
bullshit
gnomes one
question.
was challenging.
That was
but-
challenging because it was complete BS. All right, we don't have a ton of time left, but I really want to hear about some of the adventures you've had. So we're gonna go straight into near and far.
Near. Now go far again. Far. See? That's what it's
That's
all
what it's all about.
about. You understand?
So in studio, we have Tyler of Soldiers of Suburbia. Again, he has an album release show and the final show ever of Soldiers of Suburbia on Friday, January 6th at Jam and Java in Vienna, Virginia. You can go to www.soldiersofsuburbiaband.com to find out more. But right now, we want to get inside your head and find out some of the things that you've experienced. Do you have a story that's either near or far that you'd like to share with our audience?
Yeah.
Where do you want to start? Near or far?
I'll start with far because I don't really have that many interesting stories as far as the near aspect goes.
Let's do far.
So
Tell us about that time you were on a podcast and it was awesome.
Right. So one time I
swallowed
was
it.
on this show called, I can't think of another. What do you guys have a rival podcast? Is there like another podcast that you guys like fight?
Nobody actually compares to us. We're that good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Then
we
I
do
can't.
have,
We're bad.
We have some other podcasts
Kind of a
that like
joke.
really want to be like us.
Right.
Yeah, but none of them really rival at all.
Okay.
It's like, when you have two teams and one wins all the time. It's like that.
Gotcha. So any team against the Cleveland Browns. I understand.
They had
Okay.
a parade.
Yeah, I did hear. I heard that episode.
It's true.
Okay, so I recently went on tour in New Jersey.
Okay.
Back in December, the last like 4 days of the year, which
Yeah.
was cool. It was like 7 degrees up there.
That's
joy.
true. Yeah.
But it was
cold.
It was cool. We went on the beach and ironically took pictures because it was like freezing. It was hilarious.
You're on Jersey Shore and you're like, there's no
Yeah,
one.
there's no one there. It was like we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
And there's not even a lifeguard. Like what? There could be a shark attack.
Let's go swimming. Oh no. Terrible idea. Terrible idea. Back.
Go, run away, run.
Nah, don't worry. The animatronic shark in Jaws almost never worked. That's why you never see it in the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. But essentially, it just meant that we would get back to our like 3-star hotel in the middle of nowhere in New
Right.
Jersey.
Okay.
Back at like 3-4 in the morning, right after the shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
As you do.
It's a tour thing. Yeah. But one night we didn't get back because this hotel was just it was terrible, but it was super cheap, so it was all right.
Yeah, of course.
But the like third night we get back and we park our trailer outside and we're like exhausted. We just played the show. We ate at like a gas station. Like we're just like ugh.
Yeah.
And we get outside and it smells just like weed everywhere. And I was like, all right, somebody's
cool.
having a good time,
Sure.
Yeah.
whatever. I go in the hotel, still smells like weed. Even stronger. Smells
your
like
room?
weed. Yes. Literally throughout the entire hotel, the whole hotel smelled like weed.
Oh my God.
And it was like 4 a.m. and I was like, oh my God, what? And it wasn't just like a slight smell.
Yeah, is there a little weed?
No,
around here?
it was the whole hotel smelled really, really strong.
Like-
and I was like the entire hotel except us was smoking weed.
Right,
Like
you're
they were
getting
all just partying.
You're getting a contact
Did you get
buzz.
like a humidifier and just, pump it full of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, what is the situation here? So I go out up to the front desk, no one there. And
Of course.
I was like, all right.
They're busy hotboxing the HVAC system.
Exactly. They're in the back room. And then this guy comes out with his little kid who's probably like 3 years old.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is it? It's like 4:30 in the morning. Like, what is this little kid doing?
He has the munchies.
Wait.
Right.
So this dad, I assume it was his dad,
Yeah.
is like carrying this little kid around and he walks right into me. And I was like, all right.
Yep.
He was definitely the dude smoking all the weed. Like he bumped into me and I was like, wow, all right, buddy. But then he has like a 3-year-old kid. And I was like, dude, you can't, that's not responsible. Like this kid needs to sleep. Like he's like,
He lit it all up.
He's like, hold this kid. I need
yeah,
to
right.
go answer the desk.
And then even better is like there's like a snack counter like next to the front desk, right? Where normally there's somebody standing there so you can buy them. This dude was just like, all right, and just grabs some like chips and stuff, just walks away. And I was like, and I stood there and I watched him do it, and I was like, okay. And then I thought about it for a little bit, and I was like, all right. So I like grab a thing of M&Ms and I like look at the counter and I consider like, should I leave like $1 here, you
Sure.
know, just to be a good person?
Yeah.
And then the lady running the front desk walked out, and I freaked out. I ran.
Right.
I ran back to my room, and I got into my room, and I was like, why did I do that?
Why?
Like, I had money on me. Like, I could have, but it was one of those moments where it's like that. Like, I didn't think she was there, so I was just like having a good time, getting some M&Ms, and then she appears, and in that split second, I was like, what do I do? And my brain was like, run. So
It was the anxiety from all of the smoke, the pot smoke. Oh my god, we just ran out of time. All right, this is a great time, Tyler. Did you have fun?
Yeah, totally.
Awesome.
This
Thanks
is
for
dope,
coming
yeah.
on. When you get your new band, come let us know. We'll get you back
Totally.
on,
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
that. Once again, Tyler Plazio, the founder and only sole member from beginning to end of Soldiers of Suburbia. Go check them out on Friday, January 26th for their last show at Jam and Java in Vienna, Virginia. Also, Friday, January 26th, Turtle Recalls at Clarendon Grill in Arlington. There's a music jam over at Mustang Salary Brewery in Chantilly. Saturday the 27th, Scott Thorne and Freedom Road is at Vinyl Lounge in D.C. Backbeat Underground is at Christopher Schaefer Clothier in Baltimore, Maryland. And there's Yoga at the Brewery on Sunday morning, January 28th at Mustang Sally Brewery in Chantilly, Virginia. Please like our posts, follow us, do all of that stuff. We need you. It's so important. Thanks to everybody for their contributions. Adam, you know I'm talking about you. And thanks most of all to Soldiers of Suburbia for wasting a perfectly good hour with us. This has been another wasted hour, and if you just realized that, don't blame us. We warned you.
I never thought anything I'd ever say would have any sentimental value. Ever since I met you, can't get you out of my head, and it seems so crazy. I think I'm gonna be alright. We're gonna burn this down. We're gonna burn it right to the ground, and when we leave, everyone will remember us, you'll see. So let's go on a runaway train. Let's get away, run away from this place that's suffocating. Everybody says dreams can't happen, but you're not like them. You're not like them. 'Cause you seem to understand. You're like a wallflower. feel